Hey guys, and welcome to this episode. This is David with Geeks and Jocks. In this episode, we're going to be talking about 5 pro tips to use on eBay, whether you're a seasonal seller or a more experienced seller that sells the whole year. That is what this episode is going to be about. But before we go into episode, I want to remind you, if you like our content, comment, like, and share, as well as subscribe if you haven't done so already. So without further ado, let's jump into this video. So pro tip number 1 will be title and descriptions. The same way you found this video by typing in the YouTube search bar and you found how to better sell or pro tips to sell on eBay, then that same way your buyers are going to find your items on your eBay platform if you do a good title. Also, you want to do a good description because you don't want any surprises. If the card or the box of the collectible has a little dent or whatever, you want to put it in there, making sure that your buyer knows everything and doesn't get it and want to return the item, because that creates more hassle for everybody. So good title and good description is our first pro tip. Second pro tip will be to add good pictures. If you are putting in like a high-end card, talking specifically about TCGs right now, if you're putting a high-end card for like a Magic card or a Yu-Gi-Oh card that goes for several $100s, let's say you have a high-end card and you want to take good pictures. Why? If you're a seasonal seller, somebody just wants to cover your expenses for like Christmas or a holiday coming up, maybe you have a birthday, you want to get something nice for your relative or loved one, then you have very little inventory sometimes. You have like a couple of cards, maybe you have 1 to 5 cards, and you take a couple pictures here and there, but your message board or your message bin is getting bombarded with, hey, can I get more pictures? Hey, can I get a good video of the card? So that's why you want to take a lot of pictures in the beginning when you post your item, because you want to avoid, let's say a year-round seller that has 100 to 200 items or more, that you are selling on your site. Talking about eBay specifically, then you already took a lot of pictures from a lot of angles, making sure that the light hits the card correctly. That way they don't think that it's dent or bent or whatever. Then you're saving yourself a lot of answering the messages of, hey, can I get more pictures? I honestly, when I get those messages, I put like 7 to 8 pictures on the eBay item when it's a card. And when I get those messages, I just tell them, hey, the post has 7 to 8 pictures. What exactly do you want me to hit? Because if I get a good feedback like, hey, can you do it like this or do it like that? Maybe on my next posts or my new post, I'm going to start doing that. That's why I got to 7 to 8 pictures, because I was asking, hey, I already have like 2 pictures. What do you want me to hit? What angle do you want me to hit? And I started doing that, and as I started doing that in my next posts, I started to get a lot of less messages and a lot of easier sales, because I was already covering their questions on how to hit the picture correctly. They were satisfied with the condition of the card specifically. Then when moving to collectibles, you also want to do a lot of pictures, because like Funkos, people, especially high-end Funkos, they want to know how the condition of the box is. Or they want to know certain characteristics. A lot of Funkos are fake Funkos out there on eBay, and they want to see certain characteristics on the Funko itself, because a lot of the fakes can be told apart by a certain characteristic on the Funko itself. So you want to hit that before you get hit with questions on your message bin. You want to answer the question before even a question arises. And this is mostly for like for trading cards. Since the prices fluctuate a lot, pro tip number 3 will be to always have the best offer enabled, even if you're only selling one item. I mostly do best offers when it's a volume sale, when like they're buying 3 of the same whatever it is that I'm selling, And yeah, I mean, we can haggle the price if you're buying a lot. I'm saving up on shipping costs or whatever because I always try to do like free shipping. Um, then yeah, I mean, if I'm saving like $10 on shipping, then yeah, maybe I can give you a deal on that. But you always want to have best offer available because let's say they reprint one of your cards and you have like 100 items and you don't want to go and change all the prices. But if you get a best offer that it's very close to what the new price of the market is for that card specifically, then you're always gonna be up to date with the prices. Maybe you want to go and change them later, but at that point in time when the price just hit because it's announced that it's getting a reprint, then yeah, maybe you want to have the best offer available enabled so you can get a best offer, and maybe you can reply. Let's say you're selling a card and it's $70 and then it gets reprinted and it goes down to like 50. Then you get a best offer for like $30 and you want to go like, hey, you know what, can you do 40, whatever, you can haggle a little bit of the price, but that's because you have the best offer enabled. It's tough to keep up with when you have a large inventory, so best offer always try to save you time and is very efficient. You also want to remember that if you do have the best offer enabled, you want to have a threshold. Let's say you have a card that is $120, it gets reprinted and it goes down to 60. But at that point, you're like, well, 60 minus eBay fees and like shipping costs, I'd rather just keep the card. So, anything below 80, I wouldn't even consider. So you do want to have a threshold that you feel comfortable selling the card at. All right, pro tip number 4, I do not use this tool and I advise you to not use it, because if you are here, it's because you're selling either trading cards or you are selling collectibles, and that will be the easy pricing. And why wouldn't you use it? All right, for a real life example, I had a dragon sword from Bandai that was made like 3 years ago, or maybe a little bit more, and that on release the MSRP was like $50. I sold all of mine dragon swords on eBay back in the day when they first released, but on my warehouse, since I reopened my store, which that will be showing on the channel once I have it nice and ready to be filmed at. Since I reopened my store, in my warehouse, I found one lonely dragon sword, model kit figure from Bandai, that new in box, not open, box not damaged, everything's fine with it. So I found this one model kit collectible from back in the day, right? So I looked the prices online, and the price is about 150ish, but it still has a sticker when I used to sell them that they were like $50 MSRP. So I put it on at 149 whatever, which was the last sold price listing, and I put it on for 149. And I put the best offer in. I put my threshold, and the next day I got an offer for 125. I was selling them at 50 and I was making a profit, so I sold it for 125. No questions asked. First offer that I got, I just sold it. Easy pricing brings the price down I think it's every month or every 15 days. Every 10 days, I'm sorry. Easy pricing brings the price down every 10 days. For collectibles, they are not a depreciating asset. They are actually appreciating over time. So over 4 years, it more than tripled in price. I sold it for a little bit less, but it's because I put it up there and the next day it was already sold. Actually, I got the offer the same day, but I accepted it the next day, business hour. Yeah, so the point is that easy pricing would have brought down the value of that item, which did not. It's not how the market reacts for collectibles. For collectibles and cards, when they're like original print, first edition, or whatever, they tend to appreciate in value, not depreciate. So for collectibles and for trading cards, unless you're really eager to sell it, I would not use the easy pricing because it will automatically lower the price of your item until it either sells or it goes out of listing. I think it has a threshold as well. So you do not want to use easy pricing if you are selling collectibles online or if you're selling trading cards, because most of the times when it's not a brand new item, talking about trading cards, when it's not like a brand new that just came out card, most likely they will appreciate in time if they're more like a vintage card or whatever. So that was pro tip number 4. And now pro tip number 5 comes with a story, and that is always be polite. Well, the thing is that I was selling a 2018 Yu-Gi-Oh! YCS championship envelope with the cards inside, and you should be looking at the pictures right now. So the point is that I'm trying to sell this item, and the buyer he always, they bought it. I sent it. I shipped it the way I usually do, and I get a reply back about 10 days later when I sold it that the item was damaged. Okay, the first thing you want to do with high price items is, just obviously they're insured. If you buy the insurance, they're insured, and you want to get the insurance and you want to get your item back as soon as possible, so you can claim the insurance with the shipping company, which in this case was USPS. So I was like, hey man, you know what? Yeah, just return the item. Obviously, it's not fine. It's a couple $1,000s, and but it had the insurance, so I was like, yeah, just send the item back. I'll haggle with them. I'll talk to them and see where we can find a happy medium, because I did buy the insurance. The guy said, well, it's on the envelope, and I rather just get a discount. I was like, nah man, because like we had a deal, and I lowered the price for the deal, and if I lower it a lot more, then it's not worth it for me. I did buy the insurance, so I just rather do the insurance claim on the item. And the guy was like, no, how about if I get, how much would you be willing to give me as a discount? Which is already fishy. It's already fishy because, he's asking for a lot of discount, and he's asking for a discount, and I'm offering full refund if he ships it back. He's like, oh, I'm not going to have a lot of time to ship it back. It's going to take me a while. I was like, I don't mind you taking a while, but you need to ship it back. I was like, I will give you a full refund. Just ship it back to me, and please take pictures when you ship it back, because like the damage got when I shipped it, right? Which it was already fishy, like I said, because I have shipped a lot of these items and I never had a complaint. So the guy was like, no, just give me a 15%. Discount or whatever on the item. I was like, no, that's a lot of discount, man. Can do that. I can do is 5%. It will be eaten onto my profits, but it's fine. Just get this nightmare over with, because it was like I said, several $1,000 item. And the guy was like, no, the lowest I can do is 15%, because it's pretty bad damage. And I was like, well, just ship it back. I'm going to give you a full refund anyways. So why are we fighting over like 15% when I'm offering you a full refund, and you don't want to ship it back? But then looking for doing my research for how much discount I could give him to be fair to the buyer and to me, I was looking for damaged 2018 envelopes. And YCS Yu-Gi-Oh! Envelopes that were, like I said, several $1,000s. And I found the same picture that he sent me. The exact same picture. This guy was grabbing a picture from an eBay listing or another eBay listing from a gentleman from Germany that had listed his envelope that was damaged, that was actually a higher cost than the one that I sold them that was pristine. The guy was taking a picture from there, and I immediately opened up a case with eBay, submitted all my proof. It took a long while to get it resolved. And this is pro tip number 5. I always was polite. I never accused them or anything until I had all the proofs, and also until I had opened up the case with eBay. Because Yes, some people are out there to out hustle you, but at the same time, do you not want to tarnish your reputation? Because yeah, they were trying to hustle you, but if you're not polite, if you're accusing people, if you're being you're dropping f-bombs, and you're being really unprofessional. Nothing happened bad to me because I was polite. I was being polite, like, hey man, I obviously I can see that you're taking this picture from another eBay listing. You know, you're obviously this is all, there's an eBay case open. Just letting you know. I'm not accusing him or anything. I'm just saying, like, hey, I'm just send me the real pictures of the one that I sent you, not this picture that you're taking down from the internet. And obviously, like every scammer, they are very quick to respond, and hey, I need that 15% discount like right now today, or I'm gonna open up a case. I was like, hey man, open up a case, just I'll send you the money back, just send me back my item. Always start with that, and scammers have no other tools to force you to give them an unfair discount. And everything got resolved at the end. It took a long while for eBay to take my side, but eventually they did. They froze my account for a little bit because it was a lot of money, and like I said, the guy took a lot of days to do that claim in the first place. So I had already taken that money out because I needed to buy other stuff and keep the money moving, right? But it just takes into consideration, you always want to be polite, even if they're trying to hustle you, because at the end they cannot tarnish your reputation on any grounds, because you were doing the right thing. You had the paperwork and proving that you did everything right. And that is my last pro tip for seasonal, more experienced seller that sell all year long. And that's it for today's video. uh, just a reminder, if you like our content, comment, like, and share, as well as subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hopefully you like this video. And that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.